I'm Sophie, 29, and I live in a mid-sized town in Oregon, where the air smells like pine and rain most days. Growing up, it was me, my younger sister, Ava, 27, and our parents in a modest house with a sprawling backyard where we'd build forts and chase fireflies. Our mom was our anchor, baking blueberry muffins, coaching our soccer team, teaching us to sew patches on our jeans. She passed away from breast cancer 3 years ago, when I was 26 and Ava was 24. It shattered us. Our dad, Greg, is still here, living a few towns away in a quiet condo, but he's softer now, like part of him left with Mom. Her death changed everything, and I thought Ava and I had grown closer, holding on to each other through the grief. As kids, Ava and I were tight, sharing late-night giggles and sneaking extra ice cream, but we were opposites. I was the responsible one, saving allowance, planning for college, dreaming of a fairy tale wedding. Ava was wilder, impulsive, always chasing a new adventure, like dyeing her hair purple or road tripping on a whim. Mom's jewelry was her treasure: pearl earrings, a sapphire necklace, a ruby ring she wore every day. She'd let us play dress up with them, promising they'd be ours someday. After she died, Greg followed Mom's wishes. I got the ruby ring, Ava got the sapphire necklace. The rest, earrings, bracelets, stayed in a safe at Greg's condo. I kept the ring in a small velvet box, wearing it only for special moments, like it carried Mom's warmth. I got engaged to my fiancé, Noah, last year. We met at a coffee shop where I worked during grad school, studying environmental science. I was juggling espresso shots and research papers, and Noah, a regular, tripped over a chair one morning, spilling his latte. I teased him about his graceful entrance, and he laughed, asking for my number. We bonded over bad science puns. His favorite was a no chemist, but we've got chemistry. 4 years later, we're planning a June 2025 wedding at an Oregon vineyard. 80 guests, sunflowers to honor Mom. Noah's a high school science teacher, patient and supportive, always calming my overthinking. Ava seemed thrilled, volunteering to make centerpieces and host my bridal shower. I was overjoyed, thinking we were mending the distance that had crept in since Mom's death. 6 months ago, Ava started pulling away. Her texts became one-word replies, and she skipped our monthly family dinners at Greg's. I figured it was her new graphic design job, creating logos for local businesses, or her pregnancy. She's expecting a boy with her boyfriend, Liam, in July. She'd been tired, dealing with morning sickness and doctor visits, so I gave her space. But at my bridal shower in March, which Ava hosted at her apartment, she was cold. She barely looked at me, and when I thanked her for the party, she muttered, "No big deal," and turned away. It hurt, but I told myself she was stressed, maybe hormonal from the pregnancy. I didn't push. 2 weeks ago, everything fell apart. I was at Greg's for our family dinner, him, my aunts, uncles, cousins, a tradition we've kept since Mom died. Ava arrived late, her eyes puffy, like she'd been upset. During dessert, she stood and said, "I have to tell you all something. Sophie stole Mom's jewelry from Greg's safe. I found the pearl earrings in her apartment, and she's lying about it." The table went silent. My aunt, Linda, gasped, and Greg's fork froze mid-bite. I felt like I'd been slapped. I hadn't touched the safe, hadn't even been to Greg's in a month. I said, "Ava, that's not true. I don't have the earrings. Why would you say that?" She insisted, claiming she saw them in my jewelry box during a visit. I don't own a jewelry box, just a tray for my ring and a few necklaces. Chaos broke out. Linda called me selfish, saying Mom would be disappointed. My cousin, Jess, texted me later, asking why I'd steal. Greg stayed quiet, his eyes searching mine, like he wasn't sure what to believe. I pleaded with Ava to explain, but she grabbed her purse and left, saying I was covering my tracks. Noah was livid, telling everyone I'd never steal, but the family was split. Relatives stopped RSVPing to my wedding. Linda told me not to bring this mess to the ceremony. I was crushed. My wedding was 6 weeks away, and half my family thought I was a liar. I couldn't let it go. The next day, I drove to Ava's apartment, knocking and asking why she'd lie. She wouldn't open the door, texting, "Stop pretending you're innocent." I searched my apartment. No earrings, no jewelry but my own. I called Greg, who said the safe was locked, but he hadn't checked inside since Mom's death. I lay awake at night, my stomach in knots, replaying Ava's words. Noah wondered if Ava was jealous. Her pregnancy was big news, but my wedding was stealing the spotlight. It seemed extreme, though. Why accuse me of something so personal? Last weekend was Ava's baby shower, hosted by her friend at a community center. I wasn't invited, but Noah urged me to go, not to fight, but to show I wasn't hiding. I bought a gift, a blue onesie with a dinosaur print, and walked in, my heart racing. The room was buzzing. Family, friends, Liam's parents, balloons everywhere. Ava saw me and stiffened. I smiled, placed the gift on the table, and chatted with cousins, ignoring their awkward glances. During gift opening, Ava unwrapped my onesie and read my card aloud. For my nephew with love, Aunt Sophie. She smirked and said, "Nice of Sophie to show up after all she's done." That was it. I stood and said, "Ava, let's clear this up. You said I stole Mom's earrings. I didn't. I think you know that. Why not tell everyone what's really going on?" The room hushed. Ava faltered, saying I was ruining her day. I stayed calm and said, "I talked to Greg. The safe's untouched. If you have the earrings, show them. If not, admit the truth." Liam looked puzzled, leaning toward Ava. Linda tried to cut in, but Greg, who'd arrived late, said, "Let Sophie talk." Ava's face flushed and she shouted, "You're just jealous of my baby." But Liam's mom pressed, "Ava, what's she talking about?" Cornered, Ava cracked. She admitted she made it up because she felt pushed aside by my wedding and was overwhelmed. The room gasped. Linda looked down and Greg's eyes widened. I said, "You hurt me, Ava. You hurt our family. I hope you can be honest now." I walked out, Noah at my side, as whispers filled the room. I'm heartbroken but relieved. Some family members have apologized, and most are coming to the wedding now. Greg's upset with Ava, but I don't know where we go from here. I'm struggling with how I handled this and need advice on moving forward with Ava and my family. Any suggestions for repairing things or setting boundaries? Edit. I didn't go to the shower to confront Ava. I went to show I wasn't guilty and to celebrate her, despite her lie. I only spoke up when she took a shot at me. I'm meeting Greg this week to check the safe and confirm nothing's missing. Relevant comments. Commenter. 1. Puddle Duck Dreamer. I understand why you spoke up at the shower. Ava's lie was hurtful, and you tried resolving it privately first. Her comment pushed you to clear your name. Have you talked to her since to work things out? OP's response. Thanks for the support. I didn't want it to go public, but her comment left me no choice. I haven't talked to Ava since the shower, but I'm open to it if she's willing to be honest. Commenter. 2. Cascade Hiker 42. Ava's lie was cruel, especially using your mom's memory to hurt you. You gave her chances to come clean and she didn't. The shower was a tough place to confront her, but I get why you did it. How's your dad handling this? OP's response. Greg's disappointed in Ava and feels bad for doubting me. He's trying to stay neutral, but it's hard. Thanks for understanding. Commenter. 3. Skeptical Barista. The shower confrontation was a bad move. It took away from Ava's moment and involved others who didn't need to be there. I get that you were hurt, but could you have waited or tried mediation with your dad? OP's response. I tried talking to her privately. She shut me out. I didn't plan to confront her, but her jab at the shower was too much. Mediation's a good idea. I'll consider it. Commenter. 4. Whimsy Waffle. I feel for both of you. Ava's lie was wrong, but airing it at her shower probably hurt innocent people, like her guests. Have you thought about family therapy to help you two communicate better? OP's response. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I went to support her, but her comment set me off. Therapy's a great suggestion. I'll talk to Greg about it. Update. 2 weeks later, May 15th, 2025. Hey everyone, it's Sophie with an update. The past 2 weeks have been emotional, but things are starting to settle, and I'm feeling a mix of relief and sadness. Your comments gave me clarity and helpful ideas for moving forward. Thank you. After the baby shower, I was trembling as Noah drove us home. I'd stood up to Ava, but I worried I'd broken our family for good. That night, Greg called, saying he'd checked the safe with a locksmith. Everything was there, pearl earrings, bracelets, all of Mom's jewelry untouched. He apologized for doubting me, his voice heavy, and said he felt guilty for not stepping in sooner. He talked to Ava, who admitted she lied because she felt invisible with my wedding planning overlapping her pregnancy. She was stressed about becoming a mom, juggling doctor visits and her job, and thought the lie would shift attention to her. Greg was hurt, saying Mom would have hated seeing us fight like this. My aunt, Linda, and several cousins texted apologies, admitting they judged me too quickly. Linda said she was protective of Ava because of her pregnancy, but regretted turning on me. Most of the families RSVP'd to the wedding now, and Jess even offered to help with table settings, suggesting sunflower-themed place cards. It's a step forward, but there's still awkwardness. Some relatives think I shouldn't have spoken at the shower, even if Ava was wrong. Ava reached out last week, asking to meet. I was nervous, but agreed to coffee at a small cafe near my apartment. She looked worn out, her eyes red from crying. She apologized, tears falling, saying she was overwhelmed and felt like the lesser sister with my perfect wedding plans. She'd always compared herself to me, even as kids when I got better grades or Mom praised my sewing. Mom's death made it worse, She felt she wasn't living up to mom's memory. The lie was a spur-of-the-moment act to win the family's focus. She started therapy, attending weekly sessions to address her insecurities and prepare for motherhood, focusing on her rivalry with me. I told her how deeply she'd hurt me, how I'd lost sleep, how I nearly lost my wedding. I said I forgave her, but needed time to rebuild trust. She nodded, promising to keep up with therapy. We hugged, but it felt stiff. I'm not sure if we'll ever be close again. Noah's been my rock, keeping me focused on the wedding. We're finalizing details, sunflower bouquets, a playlist with mom's favorite folk songs, a small table with her photo. I've been writing my vows, pouring my heart into words about love, resilience, and family, wanting to honor mom's strength. It's been healing, reminding me why I'm marrying Noah, his steady support through this mess. Greg's walking me down the aisle, and he's promised to keep things calm if Ava attends. Liam's been supportive too, texting me that Ava's taking steps to make things right, like writing apology letters to family. I'm hopeful, but keeping my distance for now. The shower wasn't my proudest moment, but it brought the truth out. I've learned family is complicated, and grief can bring out the worst in us. I'm focusing on my future with Noah and honoring mom in my own way. For anyone dealing with family conflict, try talking one-on-one first. It might save you from a public moment like mine. Any advice on rebuilding with Ava long-term or setting healthy boundaries? Mini update, same day, May 15th, 2025. I got a sweet message from Jess today, saying she's excited for my wedding and sorry for believing Ava's lie. She shared a photo of us as kids with mom, laughing in the backyard during a game of tag, mom cheering us on with her sunflower apron. It made me tear up, reminding me of happier times. I wanted to share that not all family moments are painful. More comments. Commenter. 5. Starlit Bookworm. I totally get why you spoke up at the shower. Ava's lie was so painful, and you tried fixing it privately first. Her comment forced you to clear things up. Glad your family's coming around. Any plans to talk to Ava again soon? OP's response. Thanks for the empathy. I wish it hadn't gone public, but her comment left me no choice. We met last week and she apologized, but it's still raw. I'm open to more talks if she stays honest. A commenter. 6. Pixelated Penguin. The shower was a tough place to confront Ava. It probably embarrassed her and others. I understand you were hurt, but could you have pulled her aside instead? Maybe try a mediator to rebuild trust. OP's response. I tried private talks. She wouldn't listen. I went to support her, but her dig at the shower was too much. I regret the public setting, but not clearing my name. A mediator's a good idea. Thanks. Commenter. 7. Moonlit Fern. Ava's lie was awful, especially using your mom's memory. Grief might have played a role, but it doesn't excuse her. You stood up for yourself when she wouldn't stop. How's your relationship with your dad now? OP's response. Greg and I are tighter. He's apologized and is excited for the wedding. Grief definitely hit Ava hard, but her lie hurt deeply. Thanks for the perspective. Commenter. 8. Rogue Raven Waves. I feel for you both. Ava's lie was terrible, but airing it at her shower might have hurt others, like her guests. Family therapy could help you to communicate better. Have you considered it? OP's response. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Her comment triggered me after I tried private talks. Therapy's a great suggestion. I'll bring it up with Greg. Commenter. 9. Salty Sea Spray. As an Oregonian, I get how close families are here. Ava's lie was a betrayal, using your mom's jewelry to hurt you. You did what you had to. Is the wedding planning back on track? OP's response. The wedding's moving forward, sunflowers and all. Ava's lie stung, especially with mom's memory. Thanks for the local support. Commenter. 10. Velvet Cactus Bloom. Grief can make people act out, but Ava's lie was deliberate. You gave her chances to confess. The timing was tough, but you needed the truth out. How are you coping with the family drama? OP's response. It's been heavy, but Noah and Greg are keeping me steady. I'm focusing on the wedding and letting Ava work on herself. Thanks for the insight. Commenter. 11. Curious Otterpaw. Why do you think Ava felt so threatened by your wedding? And did you check the safe yourself to confirm nothing's missing? OP's response. Ava said she felt overshadowed, like my wedding made her lesser. Mom's death hit her hard, and she struggled. I checked the safe with Greg. Everything's there. Commenter. 12. Glittering Moss Path. I've got a sister who's pulled similar stunts, always needing the spotlight. You tried talking first, and Ava didn't listen, so I get why you spoke up. How's wedding planning going now? OP's response. Wedding planning's fun again. Noah's picking songs, and I'm finalizing flowers. Ava's drama was draining, but I'm moving on. Thanks for relating. Commenter. 13. Wandering Pine. Setting boundaries with Ava might help, like limiting contact until she's further along in therapy. Your wedding sounds beautiful. Sunflowers are perfect for your mom. How are you balancing planning with the stress? OP's response. Boundaries are a great idea. I'll keep things light with Ava for now. The wedding's keeping me grounded, especially picking sunflowers. Thanks for the support. Commenter. 14. Twilight Squirrel. I had a cousin pull a similar lie to get attention. It's so hard when family betrays you. You tried the private route, and Ava forced your hand. Maybe a family meeting could help clear the air? OP's response. I'm sorry you went through that. It's tough. A family meeting might work once things settle. Thanks for sharing and for the suggestion.